This one here goes inside the case. Along with this screen here. Alright, I think I am ready to get the case now. Get that solenoid over there. One thing I did forget to mention about the Ford Sprag assembly. Let me actually grab my new one. I'll show you. Inside the rollers here, I pack it. I pack it full of assembly lube. I do not use the fluid on it. And how you check to see if you have proper rotation is by holding the back gear here and rotating. If you hold the ring here, this should rotate clockwise, but not counterclockwise. If you hold it like a gear back here, then it should rotate counterclockwise. Kit. Like I said, you won't always use all of your bushings either, as not every transmission has the exact same bushing. Alright, I need some air. Oh, much better. I probably should have thought about where I put my transmission mounts over here a little bit better before I drilled it out and put it in. Doesn't matter now. Come on up. Looks like I gotta do a little bit more cleaning on it. Interesting. Alright. So this transmission does not have a third. Rotate my case. I do have a brand new capsule just in case this one is bad. How you check it is by pouring fluid into one of the ports over here. Because I can't switch this thing over here. Camera's trying to go down. Okay. Anyways, there's a capsule right here. And you should always put a little bit of fluid in there to see if it leaks. If it does leak, then you need to pull it out and replace it. How I do that is with an eye bolt, and I drive it in with a 1/4-inch socket. I'm going to go ahead and replace this anyway. Now, before I had a slide hammer, how I used to do this is hang this from my engine hoist and attach the eye hook to the hoist itself and use the weight and I would use the weight of the entire transmission to do what I needed. Did not get it out. Okay. You do want a really good bolt to this. I mean, like a nearly brand new. Put that up. Grab 1/4-inch socket. Yep. Basically just want a socket that will fit down inside the board here. I'm just going to go ahead and use my extension here. And you know that you're there whenever you see these slots inside the capsule inside your board. You'll be completely bottomed out at that point. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here, and I'm going to grab something to eat. I literally have not eaten anything for about 24 hours now. I will catch y'all later. Alright, now we're recording. Sorry people, it wasn't recording it for a minute. That's now what's going on. Alright, got it going. Just getting things a little set up over here. I've got my clutches already soaking in some transmission fluid. I have already replaced the seals on this piston. There's 3 of them, 1 on the inside and 2 on the outside. This tang here lines up with the tang inside the cage. Move up the side of the seals. All 3 of them. And I'm also going to put lube in the bottom of the bore. Now I'm not going to put it on the very bottom, I'm just going to put it on the actual side that the O-rings here, D-rings, sorry, the D-rings are going to ride on. Just inside here. Around here, on the inside, and around on the outside. Line up the pad, slide it in. You can use the output shaft to do this, but I'd much rather use this. I did not speak. Pull it back out. Try again. What usually helps me out is actually doing this. Grab a Sharpie, and on the inside of the case, I mark where the detent is, where I need to line up. And then I'll line up on the outside of the board here with a mark as well, so I can see where I'm going. Right there. And of course you can't see my mark. I need to get more light in here. More light, he says. There we are. See if I can fix my light issue. There's a light. 500 lumen bronze flashlight. I love this light. This thing's awesome. I just wish that the battery on it lasted longer than what it does. Got my marks all lined up. And it got off kilter. There we are. Alright. Marks are lined up. Knock it down in the board. Till it bottoms out. Obviously. Okay, there we go. Now you should not be able to turn it at all. Next we grab our spring cage. Our special tool. Again, you can make this tool yourself out of metal or wood, either one. I think that Amazon sells these, I can't even remember the price, what I paid for this. Granted, it was also before inflation hit. I think I paid like maybe 17 or 20 something bucks for this tool. I'll have to double check and look at it. This is the part that most people don't show on YouTube. At least when they're disassembling, they do not show this coming out. Might actually be easier to get this in. I need a step stool. I think my table's too tall. I will rotate it down to where y'all can see what I'm actually doing once I get the tool set in place. There we go. Rotate that back towards y'all. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to hit you. Some lighters. Do it this way instead. Or at least I'll try to do it this way. Ow. Fingers. No! Don't knock over the lake. I kind of wish that my L-shaped ones would work here, but it's just way too small in size. You just do not have the room in here to do it. the other side decided to pop out. There we go. Sorry if y'all can hear my fan. If I open up the door, the garage door, y'all really wouldn't be able to see anything. Whenever you chop off the bell housing, if the bolts are stripped out, I use a, what is this, a 1-inch? 1 1/8-inch hole saw with no arbor. Yes, that is a transmission pan that I'm using as a tray. Works great. Alright, so that snap ring goes over there. Alright, so what we put in next is our ring gear. Right now I am rolling my washer, my roller washer in fluid. And it goes down. Next up is the ring gear. I'm going to give it a good spin. Because I can't get this other washer off. Got another one. There is a lip on this one, and it actually rotates it center of the board. Whenever you check these out, I think I already went through this during the teardown, but you want to wiggle each one of these. Make sure that they're good to go. If you have any clay in it, you have to replace it. Even if just one of them is gone, you have to replace it. Alright? So the next piece that goes in is going to be our cushion, or wavy. It's obvious why it's called a wavy. It's not flat at all. You want the tab here to go to the right if you have the valve body facing up. Otherwise, if you're facing the valve body, it goes to your left. And it goes at the 6 o'clock position, or in my case, the 12 o'clock position. Like that. It's going to be a little harder for me to do this because I'm actually have it tilted so everything's going down this way as opposed to if I just had it straight up and down. Go ahead and orientate all my rings with the notch to my right. There we go. And who's messaging? I don't care. So what you want in the end is you want to have a clutch or friction at the top. So you're going to alternate. Just like that. There goes the steel. Yes. Now whenever I go to install the case silencer, I am going to flip the transmission over the other side. This is the case silencer, and it goes right down in here. It goes right here, so y'all can actually see where I'm pointing. It goes right down here. And it's going to alternate. Until all clutches and all 5 seals are in, including the wavy. Well, the wavy is not part of the 5, but you get it. And the last one there should be a clutch or friction, whichever one you want to call it. Go ahead and give it a turn. You should feel a slight drag. It should be able to turn in either direction. Now on the inside of this lower roller, I have already packed it. I have already packed it with assembly lube inside the sprag. And it should turn clockwise. The center should turn clockwise. The outer ring should turn counterclockwise. Just like that. It's okay if this pops out, as you're going to end up pushing it down and rotating it as you're pushing down to let it speed. I might actually do this without flipping the case over. Slap some assembly lube on here and some down here. There. Try to get a nice big blob of it. Oh yeah, it worked perfectly. And you want the flat side to be facing towards the valve body. Ooh. Almost just as simple. Would not have been good. Grab the old hammer. I just lined up the centerpiece. Yep. Like that. You'll know whenever you're bottomed out because the ring here on the inside, there's actually a step inside the centerpiece here. And it'll be flush with this down here. So basically it'll be flush with this piece. Right here. You can see my screwdriver is going right behind it without moving out. That means I'm flush. Then grab your snap ring, and you want about this much over the flat part of the case silencer. If you don't do that, then you run the risk of it popping out. Just like that. Y'all really can't see it, but it's there. I have the edge of it right about here, which is just about a 1/4 inch over the edge of the case silencer.